What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Rest Hold Podcast. This is episode 40, the big 40. Coming up on a year of doing this thing.
Almost.
Brought to you, as always, by your boys Tanner, Fred, and me, Zach Foreman. Tanner, say what's up to the people.
What's going on, everybody? You know, pretty standard week in the wrestling industry.
Yeah, you know,
for some companies.
maybe we'll get there.
For some.
We'll get there. I'm thinking, and maybe I'm giving too much credit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm being a mark, as they like to say.
Mm-hmm.
But Cody being back made Raw real good.
Yeah, it's definitely like getting two more segments out of like a good guy.
It helps.
It helps a lot.
It helps.
3 hours is a long time.
3 hours is still too long.
Yeah.
Despite having Cody back. And despite this being probably the best Raw in recent memory. Mm-hmm. Better than the Raw after Mania. Mm-hmm. I mean, 1 week removed, but whatever. Still better. It's just too long.
It's just too long. It's a lot, and it's a Monday.
Yeah.
People are tired on Monday.
Yeah.
Nobody likes Mondays.
11 p.m. end time.
Is a lot. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. But I mean, like, if you can squeeze like 2 segments out of Cody, 1 or 2 segments out of Seth.
Yeah.
1 segment out of KO, 1 segment out of RK Bro.
The Miz.
It's like 2 hours to your card if you can do it right.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Bianca.
Yeah, get Bianca on there, get Becky on there.
Yeah, what they're doing isn't the problem.
No.
Because
no.
I'm interested in Raw.
Yeah.
Like, I know we have our complaints. Everybody has their complaints about weekly episodes. But I actively sat down to consume Raw this week, and I still didn't finish. I still had to watch the end of Raw the next day because I fell asleep at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, even with like how much better Raw is than SmackDown right now, like I'd still rather watch SmackDown. Yeah. If I had to pick one, I'm still gonna watch SmackDown.
Because 1, I know I'm gonna get through it.
Yeah.
2, that extra hour is just like it looms over you because Cody came out for his match with The Miz, right? So they opened the show. Good opening segment. Yeah. That's how you want to open the show. They had their match at the hour mark. So they brought in the 9 p.m. hour. Okay. Like, that's awesome. Great. But then that's done, and I assumed, I guess, ignorantly, that was going to main event.
Yeah.
And that left 2 hours, well, roughly an hour and a half of me like, what's next?
Their 9 to 10 is normally rough.
Yeah.
They normally have a hard time with 9 to 10.
Yeah.
The first 45 is good, and the last 45 is normally good.
Yeah. But that's a big gap. It's an hour and a half gap.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's half the show.
Yeah.
Like, so.
And
it's really only 50 minutes with commercials.
I was going to say, their commercials are killing it, too. Because no matter how interested I am, they'll cut to commercial, come back for, like, a backstage vignette with AJ Styles, and go back to commercial.
Yeah.
And I'm just like...
That's too much.
I'm so out. But we'll get into Raw a little bit more in a minute. Big outside the ring stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on over on the other side.
Yeah.
AEW.
For our AEW fan base, the bots hate you guys, I guess.
Yeah, the bots. That was a weird tweet.
It's
a little bit of an obsessive tweet.
If you are even being slightly objective, right? Even if you're the biggest AEW fan in the world and you want to believe that that's something that WWE is doing, whatever. You want to believe that.
They're not.
It's crazy. Yeah. Crazy towns for your owner to be tweeting about that.
Yeah.
He's losing his mind.
Yeah, he is.
Losing it.
Yeah. It's funny because, like, I read an article about it. It was like an Instagram post or something. But basically, like, not that WWE doesn't view AEW as competition, but basically they're like, WWE doesn't view AEW as competing for the same audience.
Which seems to be very true.
And becoming more and more true every week. So for them, it's like, they're not, like, overly obsessed with AEW the way AEW is the other way. Like... Is it possible that Vince paid to have bots hate on AEW? Of course.
Yes.
Anything's possible. Wouldn't put anything past Vince. Is it probable or even likely?
I would say no.
I would say a hard no.
Mostly because, and maybe I'm looking too much into the actual phrasing of the tweet, but like this super expensive endeavor, like they're making budget cuts.
Let me ask you this:
they're cutting everyone,
and this is, I think, is like a very fair way to look at this. Would the NFL have bots to hate on the CFL?
Would they try to squash the USFL or XFL?
No, because they're not concerned with that.
Yeah,
that's not something that they're even thinking about.
Yeah.
Like, are they worried about viewership? No. Are they worried that they're going to jump them and become the number one football company in the United States? No. Like, imagine they said that Roger Goodell was buying bots to stop the USFL. People would be like, what the hell is the matter with you?
Laughing.
It would be a meme.
Yeah. And the internet has kind of made it that way about this, too.
Yeah, because this is crazy town.
It's crazy. It's unreal.
And a lot of WWE superstars jumped on the trend.
That was incredibly funny.
Yeah.
The Becky Lynch hate wagon, that was fantastic. Yeah. Even Braun Strowman getting in on it. And granted, Braun is not the best internet presence.
No,
that guy is struggling right now. But that's funny, man.
Yeah, it's good for the brand.
He's setting himself up to just get ridiculed.
Yeah.
And I read, maybe it was Cage Side or one of these other actual wrestling
more reputable news
reporting.
Sources. Yeah.
They were saying people are saying that Tony Khan is losing his mind.
I mean, I think the biggest issue is, if you want to say that, if you want to come out and say that, your next tweet better be a link to information where I could find it.
An independent study is showing
that the next tweet, 10 seconds later, should be a link to that study. But
that should have been linked
in
to
the thing,
the
even.
tweet.
Yeah.
Look at what we found.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Just,
we're just supposed to take it at face value.
This is what we found out. And everyone's be like, oh, okay, I believe you, Tony.
It's just unbelievable. No. It truly is. It's one of the most obscene things I've ever heard. This would be crazy on any level.
Yeah.
This would get you, into a psych facility. Yeah. They're hating on me. It's a bunch of bots. Someone's
and the worst part is, this
me.
might not even be the worst news AEW's had this week.
I know.
So, for those who don't know, are they Turner Media?
Yeah.
Who owns TBS and TNT, merged or was bought out. I'm not sure how exactly it happened. With Discovery.
Yeah.
And the person who's now running, I believe it's either TNT or just, I think, AEW, from the network perspective, is very against swearing.
We're going PG.
Very against the blood and the gore. So
Your whole appeal is blood and guts.
And there's
there's
a very real possibility that the network's going to be like,
Nope.
Cut it.
And then what?
You have two options.
And then what?
You have two options.
WWE.
One, you cut it.
Yeah.
Or you got to move.
It's exactly. And if you move, you're not getting another major TV station.
Yeah, if you move, that's a death nail,
and
I think.
I heard that and this is much less likely to be true because wrestling still is a big draw on actual cable television.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard that there's rumors circulating that both Rampage and Dynamite will be streaming only.
No.
On an app-based platform.
You know who did that and didn't go well?
Twitch, Impact.
Yeah. Look how that turned out.
Yeah, and I don't think that'll happen because you look at Raw, you look at SmackDown, they're not crushing the demographic. You're getting over 1 million people watching.
Yeah, show me a weekly show that's getting a million views.
You're getting over 1 million views.
You probably won't.
Yeah.
Other than news, weekly or daily shows, nothing's really coming close to that.
Right. So I don't think they're going to do that, but that is circulating. And if they have to go PG and, even or. If it's and, you might as well kiss the company goodbye. If it's or, you maybe could survive. But if they go PG, their whole appeal is gone.
Gone.
It's gone because the appeal was you're the alternative, more aggressive wrestling outlet to WWE.
Yeah.
If you're PG, you're just entertainment.
You're just WWE
Just
now.
like WWE.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? You don't have the guys.
Nope.
You might have the wrestlers. Sure. The in-ring talent.
You don't have the characters.
You don't have the guys.
No, you don't.
This goes... I don't know if you saw it, but they announced maybe an hour ago or so. So we're here the 13th, Wednesday. Samoa Joe is booked for a match. I forget with somebody. And CM Punk is booked for a match. Zero build.
Yeah,
Zero
that's
build.
the thing. That's why I've always said, and I think it's fair, they're very much indie.
Yeah, let's just have big matches.
Big matches.
That's it.
And that's fine. If you like that, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
But
one, you can't compete with WWE like that.
No,
You're not going to get over it like that. Yeah. That's not what a typical WWE audience is looking for. Yeah. You're not going to pull from WWE. You might get fans for sure, and that's fine. Secondly, oh my God, I lost my train of thought.
Well, interject while you try to think about it, right? You're not getting a casual fan that way.
Yeah.
It's not happening. Because if I turn on the TV and there's a good match, awesome, cool. WWE grabs your attention, and as much as we complain about it, right, the video package.
Yeah.
I didn't see last week. Guess what? I watched this week. I know everything that happened leading up to this point.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what? I didn't watch any weeks. I watched the pay-per-view. I know everything that happened right up to this point. I can jump in at any time. AEW, why are they even fighting?
Yeah.
What has gotten them here? There's nothing. There's zero story. It's not compelling. I'm not inclined to tune back in next week because I don't need to see what the payoff is because it was a one-off.
Yeah.
And it works, right?
I think that was what I was going to say. Is it works, but it's not sustainable.
Exactly.
Like, eventually, you're going to run out of big matches.
We said it earlier, probably, I don't know, maybe 15 weeks ago. You can't debut someone every week.
No, exactly.
You just can't do it.
You can't do it. You just don't have the people.
And AEW's biggest draws, best episodes, Daniel Bryan showing up, Moxley showing up,
CM Punk
showing up, Adam Cole showing up. First of all, there's not that much talent out there to just show up. Second of all, there's not enough story going around for all these people to just show up.
Yeah. And it's one of the reasons Cody left, he said. Is, like, the problem with having no writers is
there's no writers.
There's no writers. Like, I understand. We've talked about this on the side, like, not on camera. It's cool. It's a really cool thing to do. To, like, have the wrestlers kind of make their own stories, make their own decisions, blah, 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 blah. But someone has to make the decisions. Yeah. Like, I know Tony, like, inputs. He's like, hey, we want to get to this point.
Certain things need to get done, right.
But there's a reason, like, WWE works. And like we said last week, like, whether or not you agree with the weekly decisions of WWE, typically they get to the right endpoint. Right. And that's because there's someone leading the way.
Yes. And even if you don't like the result, there's never any... Okay, let me take a step back. It's not never. We're not absolutes, right? But WWE, the majority of the time, even if you don't like the result, it's never just pulled out of thin air. Yeah. It's like, we got here because of X, Y, and Z. Or maybe we got here because of A, B, C, D, all the way to Z. But they got there for a reason. AEW, like I said, they just put Samoa Joe in a big match and CM Punk in a big match just because they need people to tune in. Yeah. That's not sustainable.
No, it's not at all. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. And even worse news, as the bad news continues to pile on, Mox's contract's coming up in a month.
In a month.
And who knows where he's going to go.
He's been hanging out with everyone from WWE, but obviously
still
they're friends.
So I mean, I know. That's nothing. I don't know if it was true. It was never confirmed by either side. But I know that Roman was pushing hard to get him involved in the thing with Seth. Yeah. And apparently it fell through, but apparently it was close to happening. Yeah. And he said from the beginning, and I read a lot of stuff on the internet because Twitter comments is fantastic. Yeah. That people are like, oh, he's not coming back. He trashed WWE.
Yeah. Like, well, so did Cody.
That was the first response. The first response was so does Cody.
Yeah.
The other thing is they're like, oh, the Mox character won't work because it's like too gory and this and that. You can make it work. You can make anything work. It just depends on how much they're willing to let you toe that line.
Yeah. Two things on that, right? It was working. Yeah. He was John Moxley. He was just Dean Ambrose.
And he's a little bit toned down.
Yeah. He just wasn't cutting his forehead every night. Yeah. Right? So it was working. Mm-hmm. He was some of the most ridiculous matches on WWE. Second, if the rumors are true and AEW is even talking about going PG, why would I stay PG for less money, for less people, for less pop? When I just saw Cody go back, who was a nobody, in mid-Carter to a jobber, when I was already champion, I'm going to go back, and the fans are going to go crazy. I'm going to be right in there.
Going to go crazy, and SummerSlam, I'm main eventing with Roman and Seth.
Immediately.
That's now the main event plan.
Yes.
So.
And I don't even know if it's true that his contract's coming up, right? That's another one of the things that people talk about, like, oh, Mox's contract's up in a month.
It would make sense, because this is right around the time that, like, Cody, Jericho, Mox, all those guys' contracts are coming up. Kenny probably, too, but I'm sure he'll resign.
And, I'm sure, like, and even if it is true, and he doesn't come back, I'm sure he's thinking about it.
Oh, he said from the beginning
that he's taking
he'll take the phone call.
He likes money.
Yeah, there's no reason. I think in the landscape of wrestling today, unless you're in WWE, and I don't want to say you're in it for the money, but I think Kevin Owens is a very good example because he's definitely not in it for the money. Yeah. Like, that's it. But if they're giving you a substantial contract, you're at the top of the card consistently. Yeah, you know what? I know people complain about, like, oh, you never win or anything, or like Sasha never gets her shot or whatever. consistently at the top of the card, consistently in title opportunities,
And
they're giving you a pretty handsome 7-figure check.
yeah.
Why chest free agency? But if you're
And-
not, no reason to not take a phone call.
And people forget, no matter what other options are out there, these guys grew up watching WCW, WWF. I'm going to be the next Hogan. I'm going to be the next Rock. I'm going to be the next Austin. And guess what? Kevin Owens, you just main evented Mania with Austin. Yeah. And that's just an example. But if you're a guy out there and WWE's calling, you're not just ignoring them.
No, you're picking up the phone.
Look at Cody. Look at Cody. The guy literally had no good things to say about the company for 6 years.
Cody's a tough one, though, because, like,
legacy.
If you really read between the lines of what happened in those 6 years,
yeah.
there was only one road this story was ever going. And he was coming, no pun intended, but he was coming back.
Yes.
That's where this road was leading, was him coming back for Dusty to win the title. And everything done up to that point was to get to that point.
And sure, maybe, right? And now, in hindsight, you could see how one thing leads to the next. But he was doing his damnedest to talk bad about WWE.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a guy who they've said, you know what, there's still money to be made. We could, mend the bridge, whatever it is, and get you back here. If they could do that, then a guy like Moxley, who's just like, yeah, it was fine. I didn't like creative.
Yeah.
I think they'll bring him back.
Yeah. And even when Moxley was gone, like, they were taking care of him.
Yeah.
People, I know Triple H has talked about it briefly. He doesn't really talk about that kind of stuff. But WWE was paying his medical bills when he got hurt outside of the company.
They are only in the news for bad things, right? Nobody ever tells you how good the company treats them or anything like that. It's only, because this trainer screwed up, I almost died.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but how about the guy who, like you said, Triple H, who paid for all Moxley's treatment? Not obviously Triple H, but the company. It's like, I'm sure that's happened more times than not.
Yeah. And let's not forget, like, how Dean left. People are Mox. Yeah. People forget that, like, it's not like he, like, left quietly under the radar.
He did a job on the way.
They did a job, and then they gave them an event. They gave him a special event to leave.
Send-off.
Yeah. Like, they didn't leave on bad terms. There wasn't bridges burned there.
No, it was like a thanks for what you've done for
who's
us.
ever wanted to leave somewhere and then been like, yeah, it was perfect. It was everything I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
All right, then why'd you leave?
Exactly.
Like, there was obviously things you weren't happy with, and that's fine. Like, that's how the world is. So,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens here. A lot going on.
AEW's got a lot. It's tough.
It'll be interesting to see
a
how
lot
this
on the
plays out.
forefront for them.
Little final out? You have more?
Yeah.
For AEW?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I'll say a little final outside the ring news? Potentially.
Yeah, you go first. I think I might have one. Might be different.
April 15th.
Yeah.
A day that lives in infamy in WWE for the last 2 years. Tax day. Typically around the firings. Yeah. So, I don't know when you're going to be watching this. It might have already happened. It may not happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Don't want anybody to lose a job.
They're talking about it, too.
Yeah, they're going to.
They've been saying
it's gonna happen.
a round of cuts is coming.
Yeah.
So, this Friday, April 15th.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be NXT guys, if I had to guess.
No, if I had to guess, they're going to be cutting some of the heftier contracts of people that don't really work. And I don't know who that is, but I'm sure
I thought for sure it was Jinder.
Yeah.
But now he has a title match Friday.
Maybe that's a thanks, Jinder. See you later.
He'd be cut beforehand.
Well, maybe.
What are they going to cut him at 12? They're going to cut him during the day, the middle of the day.
No, but I'm saying they could. They could just.
They could. They're going to let him wrestle and then cut him. That'd be kind of awful. But I don't know.
I don't know either. Finn, I would have thought.
If I had to guess, I think Doudrop's gone. I think this is going to be a bad one. Yeah. Don't be shocked if Liv is gone.
I don't know. I haven't put any thought into who.
I think Doudrop's for sure gone.
I don't think they're getting rid of Liv.
I don't think they should.
I don't think they will.
I hope not, because she's good, and she's young, and she will be good.
A lot of the thing is how the fans take to people.
Yeah.
Who have they cut that's been, like, really, like...
Other than, like, Bray.
But that was
external. That was other reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, Cross, but NXT fans they don't really care about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's called spade a spade.
Mm.
No, that's a good point. Other than that, that's really...
And they don't tend to cut people that are over with the fans. And Liv is pretty over.
It'd probably be, like, Tozawa will probably go.
But he's in it's a segment, dude. He's getting married.
Yeah, okay.
So I don't know.
Both of them might go.
Reggie?
Oh, well, I meant Dana Brooke.
Oh, yeah.
Reggie probably might go.
I like Reggie.
I like Reggie too, but
I don't know. I'm hoping we're wrong.
I hope. Of course, I hope I'm wrong.
Cut.
Yeah, but like
the roster's pretty thin.
It is, but it isn't.
Right. It is, but it isn't.
It is, but it isn't because they snap their fingers and they pull up half NXT and they're fine.
Correct. But just think, like, you start getting mid-card guys hurt, mid-card guys on vacation,
I know what you're saying, but like
card thins out quick.
Yeah, but at the same time, they just brought up, 5 people from NXT?
Walter.
Gunther.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Horrible, by the way.
Maybe the worst name change of all time.
Martel Bartel was fire.
Yeah.
Butch.
Butch is okay. I don't care that necessarily.
I'm saying, like, who they brought? Butch, Tommaso, Raquel Rodriguez.
Double R.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is those the 5?
And Ciampa, yeah. And we're still waiting to see what happens with LA Knight. That's still pending.
Yeah. I think he'll...
And Ezekiel's back.
Ezekiel's back. Well, for the first time, debuted.
Yeah.
Ezekiel. Like
Elias's twin brother.
Dude,
stop
that's
doing
so
that.
good. That's
Don't
so
do
good.
this. Yeah.
I mean, like we say the roster's thin, but if you were to print out the roster, they got plenty of people.
Okay, yes. Again, yes. But then I counterpoint with how we open the show. There's 3 hours of Raw.
Yeah. But think about how they do it anyway. Like, realistically.
2 segments of everybody.
It's 2 segments of Seth, it's 2 segments of Cody, it's 2 of KO. Or if it's 1, it's 30 minutes.
Yeah, RK
Bro.
Street
Profits. Yeah. They're bringing Randy over.
Yeah.
I mean, not Randy. The Usos are going to be on Raw more consistently now.
Be over there
Roman has to be there a couple times now. Ciampa now.
Yeah.
Like, they have... Like, Raw could be filled out. Yeah. They have Finn. They have Edge and Priest. AJ. Omos and Bobby. Like, there's definitely guys.
Yeah.
Like, that's not an issue.
Then you got SmackDown. There's nobody still.
But that's another one, too. Like, SmackDown has people. They just don't use them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have Sammy, they have Ricochet, they have Shinsuke, they have Roman, they have the Usos, like they have Viking Raiders. Like, there are people over there. Like, they're not hurting. They just brought up Gunther and Ludwig.
Yeah.
Now they got Raquel, they got Charlotte, they got Naomi, they got Sasha.
They have people.
Like, they have people.
Yeah.
Like, and 2 hours is easy, honestly.
2 hours flies by.
2 hours,
especially
2
when
hours
Roman's doing 30 minutes.
6 segments.
Yeah.
With commercials, 6 segments.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah.
And then maybe like a backstage or 2.
Yeah.
So, like, they can do it.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, like, we talked about this with the other rounds of cuts, where never want anyone to lose their job. Like,
but you haven't
one,
really
it's a business.
missed anyone.
You haven't missed anyone other than Bray, and again, that was a different circumstance. That wasn't just him getting cut.
Gotta work.
You gotta work. Unfortunate. It's crappy on both sides.
Yeah.
But you gotta work.
Yeah. And he's, by all accounts, better now.
He seems to be.
He said he is.
Yeah.
Undertaker
pushing hard for him to come back.
Advocating to get Bray Wyatt back with the company. And boy, is that any guy to have vouch for you.
Yeah, and he couldn't be more right.
Also, Randy did the same thing on Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
He said Bray is an incredible talent, one of the most genius guys for wrestling minds.
Yeah.
So to have those two guys who are by all accounts top 10 all time.
Yeah.
Like
maybe top 5 depending who you talk to.
Vouching for you.
Yeah.
They're going to try to get him back.
100%. I think they have to at least make an attempt.
Yeah. It would be unfair to us as fans and unfair to Bray Wyatt now that he's back in a good state to not try and work that out, because he was giving us a lot. The Firefly Funhouse was the most original, like, authentic, unique, like, new idea WWE's had in a long time. I think they need to bring it back.
And, like, I've always talked about, like, the multi-personality characters, and, like, they're hard. And they're very hard, and he nailed it.
Very good.
Nailed it.
Incredible.
And the fact that we haven't got the Demon versus the Fiend is a travesty. Yeah. We need that match.
Yeah, that would tear it up.
Have to have that match. Because we got Finn and the Fiend, but never the Demon. The story is perfectly there for that.
Yes, it is. 100%. Let me hit you with one thing.
Real quick. So just on the same, talk about elevating the U.S. title.
Oh, man.
The Fiend and Finn?
Yeah.
I mean, the Fiend and the Demon for the U.S.
insane.
title? It'd be nuts.
And it would matter.
That's a main event match.
But they're burying Finn next week.
Oh, yeah.
So, next week is Austin Theory. Now, just Theory.
I don't mind it.
I don't hate it. Just
my only thing is he did the A so much.
Yeah.
So now I don't know.
But whatever, not a big deal.
Yeah, that one's fine.
People were calling him Theory.
I don't know why they hate first names. It's kind of bizarre.
Share.
Are you concerned? This is so off topic.
Yeah.
about LA Knight not coming up as LA Knight? Is he just going to be like Knight? Like, just L?
It needs to be something else.
Yeah, LA Knight's honestly a pretty bad name.
It's a terrible name.
Yeah, it's horrible.
But hopefully it doesn't come up.
I don't know what his Impact name was.
Eli Drake.
Eli Drake?
Yeah,
is that what it was?
so,
yeah. That one's not bad. I like that,
that's
actually.
good.
Yeah, just call him Drake. That's fine, too. That'll probably get sued. That's a cease and desist waiting to happen. Yeah, don't do that.
All right. Let me hit you with one thing.
Sure.
Cody now, back-to-back weeks.
2.
I'm coming here for the Universal Heavyweight Championship. Roman has not addressed that yet. Mm-hmm. We have Cody versus Seth at Backlash. When does Roman address this? Does he do it before Backlash?
You know what? You know what I think he's better?
If he
just doesn't.
Just never. Just wait.
I mean, Cody's going to have to go to him eventually. Yeah. And I think that's how the story should play out. Because all right, obviously, let's go kayfabe for a second.
Kayfabe, Roman could end Cody.
Not even that. Let's look at this from a kayfabe perspective.
Yeah. Okay.
Who is Cody Rhodes to Roman Reigns?
That's what I'm saying. By end him.
Yeah. Who is Cody Rhodes?
Roman Reigns in kayfabe can be like, while you're out there playing Little League.
He could destroy him.
That's what I'm saying. He could really end
Cody. Yeah, bad.
And Roman's mic work has been setting him up to do so.
And he's good enough to do it now.
And I think you might not want to go that route. I think Cody's very over right now. I don't know how long the return tour carries you into being over.
If he continues to be put on high quality matches with top guys, I think he'll be fine.
Okay, yes. How long can he cut the same promo? Because he pretty much cut the same promo 2 weeks in a row.
He has to fight Roman by SummerSlam.
Yeah, otherwise
we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Because hold on.
That big pay-per-view in Wales is probably going to be Roman and Drew.
Yes. Do you give Cody Rhodes the Money in the Bank contract?
I don't hate it, but I also don't love it.
I think it's a very safe way to give Cody the WWE title, keep Roman strong, and have him stay with the Universal title.
Yeah. So I hear that, and I get that, and then you could split the belts again.
Yeah.
My complaint would be that we just did this same song and dance last year. Money in the Bank should be used to propel somebody.
I agree. But in normal instances, I would 100% agree.
And it fits, but I don't think he needs it.
I think he does not need it. You're right. I think Roman needs it.
Yeah, because if Roman just loses...
if there's ever a guy to do it, I think...
This is the right place at the right time.
Right place, right time, 100%.
Yeah.
But you still want to keep Roman strong because they're doing Roman and Rock.
Oh, yeah.
That's happening.
Roman and Rock at Mania. I don't know if you guys saw.
Yeah.
His Young Rock. Mm-hmm. He, in Young Rock, had baby Roman choking him out. And he said he wants to wrestle a Rock. And then, for no reason at all, in Young Rock, they say, a match of this caliber needs to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah, so it's happening.
They're doing it at WrestleMania.
At WrestleMania, this in LA.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to get there. Mm-hmm. Whether that has the title or not will remain to be seen.
Yeah.
I think it will, most likely.
I don't think Rock's coming back for not a title fight. And not that he needs to win, because I don't think he will.
I don't think he should win.
No, I don't think so.
So I think this is a very safe way to keep Roman strong. Mm-hmm. Get Cody the belt. Get Cody what he wants. Get him the W title. Do what you're going to do on Raw. Mm-hmm. And keep everyone strong.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Money in the Bank's what, June?
It's the next pay-per-view after Backlash.
June, yeah. Because Backlash is May.
Is it technically May? Yeah.
It's the first weekend in May.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think that's how you have to do it.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I just don't know if I love it.
My thing is who else? Right now, because it's not that far away, who do you give Money in the Bank to? Yeah. Seth is the only one, I think.
Seth, but maybe this is a little premature, but like Madcap.
No, too much. Wait, he can't be. If the belts were separated again, maybe. That's the tough thing here.
Yeah,
he's not beating Roman.
No, he's definitely not. But I'm just saying, guys, they're getting behind right now. Like Madcap's one of them.
I think Madcap will probably. Is he on Raw or SmackDown?
SmackDown.
He'll beat Ricochet.
Yeah, probably. He'll probably be.
He'll probably fight
He's fighting Corbin for
at
sure.
Backlash.
Probably.
And then he'll probably beat Ricochet the next Friday.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's tough. That's the problem with the single title holder. It's tough.
Yeah, because you need your single title holder to be a title holder.
Yeah,
like
you need to be a champion.
Roman is, and it sounds like we're gassing him up because we have every week, but he's doing the best work of anyone. Like, this title reign is one of the best of all time.
Yeah.
So, yes, you need someone of that caliber.
I think, like, the only people in the company there's probably, like, 5 people in the company right now that could
dethrone him?
No, that could do this at a similar level.
Okay. Who?
Him, obviously. Seth, Randy, Edge, and AJ. I don't think anyone else could, on both sides of the coin, mic work, like mic/character work and wrestling, could do what Roman's doing.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
Drew has the in-ring, doesn't have the character.
Going to say that. Drew.
Bobby has the in-ring, doesn't have the character. I think
Bobby
actually
with
maybe
MVP could have been fine.
It still would have been hard.
Yeah, because he needs it much more than Roman, right? Where Paul Heyman's just like there now, he needed MVP.
Yeah.
And like granted on Raw, Bobby cut a fine promo.
Yeah, I don't think Bobby's bad on the mic, but he's not at that same level.
You're right.
So I think that would be the only guys who could do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's no way they're going with a new guy to beat Roman.
No.
If someone beats Roman, it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Could be Cody, could be Seth, could be Drew and Wales, whatever.
Could be Mox. If he comes back.
Could be crazy.
That'd be nuts.
It would be nuts.
That'd be literally insane.
Speaking of Backlash, Brock Lesnar pulled from the card.
Was he supposed to fight Roman?
He was. I assume
That's
they were
horrible.
going to run it back. Pulled from the card. I don't know what they're doing.
Maybe he's hurt.
Rumor has it they don't know what they're doing with Roman yet.
That's good.
Is it?
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
the thing is, that thing doesn't matter.
As long
he's
as Roman
not losing.
just keep not now.
He never was.
No, not Backlash.
No, he was never losing at this pay-per-view.
No.
So it doesn't really matter.
or Mania, probably. Or this one in Wales, since it's going to be a spectacle.
But it's probably not even that.
Yeah. So no Brock. It's kind of crazy. I don't know.
I mean, because, like, it's probably just going to be Shinsuke.
I don't know. No.
Why not? No, but honestly, why not?
It's literally just a Band-Aid, so I get it. Like, he came out there, he got kicked, now he wants his one-on-one, and Roman will be like, fine, whatever, he can't beat him. Yeah.
And they'll have a good match.
Yeah.
I got no problem with that.
Probably squash him.
Roman doesn't really squash people.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
It'll be a fine match, and then it'll do its job, you know? Mm-hmm. It'll probably go on. It's hard now, because, like, if it happens, which belt is he fighting for? Is he fighting for one? Is he fighting for both?
Well, that's what I think they're saying is they don't know what's next for Roman. I think they don't know what they're doing.
We talked about this a lot. Is
you back yourself into a corner when you do
really
this.
really big corner.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know what you do. The problem is, like, they did it really well. I know it wasn't the two major belts, but they did it really well with Seth when he won the U.S. title and the W title.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, well, now you got to prove yourself. I understand it came from the authority of the same people that gave him the opportunity, but it was like, now you got to defend both against John Cena and Sting back to back.
Yeah.
So, like, that made sense. Kind of really can't do that here. I don't know what you do. I really don't. I don't know what you do.
Because theoretically, like, in kayfabe, these belts are supposed to be the same value.
Yeah.
Like, you're both the A champion.
Yeah.
And, like, we all know that Roman was the A champion, but it's supposed to be the same. So you can't defend one and lose and then just be like, well, I'm still, this champion because you lost.
Yeah.
The way to do it, which sucks, is just vacate one. Just be like, I beat Brock. There's nobody else here that's even worth my time. Like, you guys fight over my scraps. Sure, that devalues the belt a little bit.
Here's the problem. They will not do that.
No, they won't.
Because the reason they won't do it is because it would be the WWE title.
Yeah, it devalues the belt.
If they would do it with the Universal.
Yeah.
But they're purposely making Roman hold the Universal for a long time.
Because no one's going to break that.
No.
Ever. He's going to be the longest reigning champion of all
If
time.
it was the Universal that they would vacate, I think they would consider it. But the fact that it's the WWE Championship...
Can't do it.
Never.
Can't do it.
Never. The only thing you could do...
Triple threat gets you out of it.
How?
Triple threat for one of them gets you out of it.
How?
Because Roman doesn't have to get pinned.
I guess. But, like, But I think the argument isn't like getting pinned.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how do you decide which one he has to defend?
I don't know. Just say it. Who cares?
Just
literally
pick
just
one?
say it. Like,
I guess.
like this one's for the WWE Championship.
I guess
So
you could
when
do
he
it
took
depending
off
on
Brock,
the brands.
I took it
too.
off Brock, so we're putting this one up for grabs.
I guess. I don't know. The only other way you could do it, and it's the same thing as vacating, it's just a little bit cleaner, is unifying and then making the new belt.
Yeah.
But they won't do that. So I really, it's tough. It's really hard because you are in a corner.
Yeah.
Oh.
For our other champions, we got Bianca's next competitor, Sonya Deville.
Yeah, well,
Guess talk about a placeholder.
I think Bailey's coming back.
It's got to be somebody.
I think Bailey's coming
It's got
back.
to be. They need.
It's
to
her
do
or
something.
Asuka.
Need
Because
to do something.
technically Lacey's back.
Yeah, Lacey is back and on SmackDown, so it's not there. They got to do something. Sonya is just.
Why is Becky not getting another match?
Maybe they want to hold it for SummerSlam.
Kind of weird. They're gonna do it again.
I'm sure. Why not? They just go to the well over and over again.
I guess. Or is it possible that Bianca's losing quick?
No, not to Sonya.
Not to Sonya.
Someone else.
Maybe the next one.
Maybe.
Maybe they want Bailey and Becky.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why. Maybe
They haven't had that match in a long time.
Maybe they're going Becky Money in the Bank.
Interesting.
She has done everything else, right? She hasn't been Money in the Bank.
She won a Rumble. Won both, but yeah, that's it. That's literally it.
That would be cool.
That would be really cool.
I don't hate it either. Like, you got other women, and I know I just said it's to propel a new star, but like,
I think
it's I don't know. Having Becky looming in the background to be champions much cooler than like Liv Morgan or Zelina.
It's tough too, because like, if I had to pick I would pick for Charlotte to be the one that gets cashed in on. I know she always gets cashed in on, but like the way the timeline works out and everything, I would definitely pick Charlotte.
Well, Charlotte's losing.
Yeah, I think so.
At Backlash.
Yeah, probably.
1,000,000%.
I mean, we said that with Mania though.
Yeah, but now
now it's a million,
confident.
even more percent.
This is a can't lose. Charlotte's done.
All right.
Done.
All right.
If she wins, it'll be the best day ever.
So
but
good.
She's
It'll be so good.
She's done. She's done.
Nah, yeah, she's probably done.
She's quitting.
As soon as
I quit.
Yeah.
I'm
happy they're using interesting match types.
I quit match with them is fine, I guess.
It's fine. It makes sense, I guess.
They want to get into a submission.
Yeah.
That's all they want.
Yeah.
Break her arm. Oh, I quit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. More importantly, title match I actually am interested in. The Usos and RK Bro.
Yes.
This can go one of two ways, obviously, right? The RK Bro can unify or the Usos can unify.
Is it for both?
Yes. Ooh. So the way I see it, right? The Usos winning would make this a storyline that has never been done before.
Yeah.
The Bloodline would hold every meaningful title.
Yeah, that they could. Yeah.
That would be incredible. Incredible. The counterpoint is the Usos lose and start the downturn of
that would also,
Bloodline.
but I think that would also be really good.
Yeah.
It's like, what happens if they lose?
Right.
How does Roman react if not only did you not bring me the Raw tag?
You lost your belts.
Yeah.
You did the exact opposite of what I told you to do.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
It could be very good. Either way.
I think this is a much better decision than unifying the two big belts.
Yes.
The tag division is super thin.
Benefit greatly from this. Especially because the Usos have been pulling double duty
anyway. Yeah.
Like, you look at it, the Usos have been on Raw probably
a handful of times in the last month or two.
In this year, they've been on at least like 5 times.
Yeah. I think what would be more exciting is like the interesting combinations of people you'll have going after the Bloodline if they hold
all the belts. Yeah.
All the belts.
Yeah.
Do you think we get a single title belt for the tag belts?
I hope so.
I also hope so. The only thing I would think maybe not is the way Roman cut the promo.
Yeah.
Said, I got 2 belts. My cousins need 2 belts.
Yeah.
Like, I'm one guy
Which
with 2
makes
belts.
me think that they're not unifying those belts either.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I think they're keeping those separate.
Yeah. What would have been cool, and maybe this is me, nitpicking, right? But like, Intercontinental and U.S. title mean nothing. I think it would have been sick to have each Uso get
one of those.
That might have been cooler.
I mean, that they could go that way.
The sky
they
is
could
the
keep
limit.
going.
The sky
They
is
don't
the
have
limit.
to stop.
And then
How crazy that'd be if he turned attention to NXT.
And you know how mad this would get freaking AEW fans? Because this would
Belt
be
collector?
the Bloodline doing the belt collector thing.
Yeah, it would.
They would be furious.
Yeah, it would.
They just keep stealing from us. Okay.
Could you imagine?
Just do it on a better stage.
Could you imagine, like, Usos win the belts? Roman's like, we've done it all. We've done everything. And then he's like, Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Braun is totally not ready
We'd
for
be
that.
a fish out of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Pretty Deadly is not ready for
No,
that.
no.
Nobody down there is ready for that.
No.
But it would be cool.
It'd be cool. Just at least get the recognition.
Yeah.
But I don't know. They got a lot of avenues to go from here.
I think that's going down to Backlash.
That would make sense. That'd be good.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. I don't even know what's going to main event there. Cody and Seth, I guess.
Nah, Roman.
Roman's not going to have a match at Backlash.
If he has a match, it's him.
He's just not going to. They're not going to put him and Shinsuke as the main event.
Then if he's not open and he's not main event, he's not coming. He's always said, yeah,
he's not coming. Is the answer.
They could open. They could open.
They've done plenty of pay-per-views without him.
Done one.
No, I think more than one.
It's been other than the COVID one.
So two.
It's just Hell in a Cell. All right, well,
and then
it's just Hell in a Cell. Yeah.
All right, not literally, but okay.
Yeah, you can't say that anymore.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had to walk it back.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any big news?
Other than Pretty Deadly, which we kind of said, but then didn't talk about.
So the Creed brothers
are damn good.
Are very, very good.
Damn good.
NXT was a good show this week. I would.
It was a very good show.
If you did not watch it, you should watch it.
It's a very, very good show.
But yeah, Pretty Deadly comes in right place at the right time.
Yeah, talk about right place, right time.
You're debuting and you win the tag titles. Yeah.
Unfortunate situation for Wesley.
Yeah, that's
because he kind of don't be surprised if he's not there Friday.
Apparently, not very well received backstage.
That
they fired.
Really?
Nash Carter. Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, not a lot of happy campers.
I can imagine. I mean, it's tough. It's a tough situation though. But like we said, we're not gonna.
I'm not
issue
trying to
personal
navigate
statements
the legal.
about
whatever's going on.
Personal lives of wrestlers, whatever happened or didn't happen.
But as a business standpoint, happy locker room is important.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people are probably more upset at how fast it happened.
Yeah, especially because this has happened before. It's been, apparently. I didn't keep up with this saga. I didn't know. But after the fact.
It all just happened. That's the thing. It happened. It all happened so fast.
And then after the fact, everybody was saying, like, well, she's done this a million times.
Yeah.
Well, if you know that, then.
It went from, she's saying this to he's gone.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, wow, okay.
Which is nuts.
So either they made a preemptive judgment, or
they
knew something we didn't,
or they just said,
or just like
the hassle.
Not with the hassle. NXT is not worth
5,
it.
Like we're done.
Yeah. So I don't know.
But more importantly, what we were talking about, the Creed brothers.
Good. Very, very good.
Very freaking
clearly
good.
The best team down there.
These guys went all out, 100% for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, for a long time.
Like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And they were selling out.
Yeah.
They looked exhausted, and then I realized that
they were exhausted.
They were, but they were still selling out.
Yeah, no, they were still going, yeah.
Like, they will be champions soon. I do not think Pretty Deadly is going to hold those titles for a very long time. I guess what's the next takeover? That's probably when it'll happen.
Who knows?
Maybe even before
In Your House next? And then the Bash?
Yeah, I think so. So maybe even before then. But man, those guys.
Very good.
Very good.
Very, very good. Talented.
Yeah. Kind of at a loss for words with how good they were.
Yeah.
They had no business being this good this fast.
Yeah.
And there they are.
When WWE gets their guys, they get their guys. Yeah. Like, NXT has a bright future. Very bright future.
We kind of talked about it watching it yesterday. Braun Breaker is going to be very good for very long. Carmelo is going to be very good for very long.
Grayson Waller is going to be very good.
Grayson Waller is going to be very good for very long. Tony D is going to be very good, I think.
At least for a character-wise, for very long.
He'll at least be pretty good for very long.
Yeah.
And then you got Trick Williams, who's going to come into his own.
Yeah.
He's a freak athlete. Yeah. He's going to be good.
They have all of Legato still.
All of Legato. Santos needs a big push. Yeah. I don't care where it is. NXT, main roster, whatever.
Yeah, he's something. He's too good to be just stagnant down there.
But everybody who was complaining about 2.0, probably eating those words.
I can understand if you don't love the product, but you have to see the potential.
Yeah, maybe it's
you
not
can't
your cup
ignore
of
the
tea.
potential.
It's too poppy. It's too like pop artist.
It's like too.
hip
It's trying too hard to be hit.
Yeah,
a little bit. But
the people are
in
talented.
ring,
so
great.
Even I mean, who are like their worst guys? It's Chase U, good.
Yeah.
Like entertaining, funny. Briggs and Jensen,
who
are fine.
They're getting better too in the ring. They're definitely better than the last time we saw them.
So
and
it's like
I like them way more than I thought I was gonna.
So I don't know. It's like I have no complaints with the way they're going.
Tag division strong. Yeah. Women's division is not really the fault of the women, but it's.
But they're just
outside of like their 5.
I mean, they're churning them out. They got Natalia down there now, so they're gonna start with new women face the
problem is like Io's got to go. Mm-hmm. Dakota's got to go.
Yeah, main roster bound.
Just there's nothing left. The only thing it's sad Dakota never got. We talked about this yesterday. Yeah. It's sad Dakota never got the belt and never will get the belt.
Yeah,
because she was always just. I literally said this yesterday. Whatever feud or friendship or tag team she was in.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Yes, the other person was just either a little bit more liked or just a little bit better.
Yeah.
She was always right place, wrong time. Yeah. Every single time.
Yeah.
Because she's good. She's with Candice. Yeah. She's with Tegan. She's with Raquel.
A lot of good stuff.
A lot of really good, talented wrestlers.
Yeah.
So, but she's got to go up. Io's got to go up. I think at this point, just bring up Kaylee Ray too.
Yeah. You can clear house, honestly.
Yeah. I think it's really just those 3.
And just keep Toxic Attraction.
Keep Toxic, keep Cora, and you're already kind of bringing in you have Nikita now, you have Lash Legend now. That girl in
whoever Tulum something.
Tatum something. Her. You have the girl in with Briggs and Jensen. You have
Tiffany
Lopez.
Lopez, yeah.
You got people. Definitely have people. Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah, that's really all I got today.
Yeah, that's our usual weekly recap, talking wrestling.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, guys. We're going to have 2 drops this week.
Yeah.
2 drops.
Monday. We're going to do a little short episode, try to hit the YouTube algorithm a little better.
Yeah, try to get on your guys' feed a couple more times.
Yeah.
But we're going to have a second drop. We're going to bring you something a little bit shorter, a little more fun, a little different.
Yeah,
we're just trying a bunch of different things. So.
Yeah, trying stuff out, see what hits, see what doesn't.
Let us know what you like, what you don't like, and then,
if you like wrestling content, like and subscribe down below, comment. Mm-hmm. We are on the socials, Instagram and Twitter, @wrestle_pod.
Yeah.
We are on Apple Podcasts and Spotify if you're more of a listener than a viewer. Mm-hmm. Still got plenty of options for you out there.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yep.
As always, tell a friend, tell a friend.
Yep. See you in the next one.
Peace.